Good morning, everyone. It's great to see all of you here, especially the young ones. We appreciate you all coming out to this long-awaited groundbreaking for our new schools. We're all so excited. I just want to thank everybody for showing their appreciation for our music groups. We really appreciate it. We just want to kick off this morning's ceremony with our fight song. After the fight song, if you want to have a seat, that would be great. Thank you. Have a nice morning.
Would like to again say good morning to everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the groundbreaking ceremony for the new K-6 New Tech South Campus of the Winton Woods City Schools. It is truly a joy to participate in this milestone for the Winton Woods City School District. Today we take another step towards the creation of schools that are 21st century institutions that will propel students into leadership, scholarship, and community service. In particular, I'm proud of how the community came together to pass the bond levy that paid for these schools, and we appreciate all of your support. These buildings will soon be a source of pride and transformational energy for the communities of Green Hills, Forest Park, and Springfield Township. As you watch or participate in today's events, I challenge you to reflect on your part as we leave a legacy for our future. I'd like to introduce to you our co-president of our National Junior Honor Society, Marissa Robinson. She will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Marissa? I'd like to introduce Mr. David Moore, the mayor of Green Hills. Mr. Moore.
Thank you. And I see we all have our hard hats to get the work. Although I'd like to run that bulldozer to start. This is an exciting day for Green Hills as we join with the Winton School District to break ground for one of the largest projects ever to occur in the village. Wow. We look forward to this new facility and what it will provide for our children. The facility will house our youth, K through 6, and at that age they're so impressionable and capable of absorbing all the learning moments we can present to them. The plans for this facility were developed with care to create a modern environment conducive to learning. The approximately 1,800 students that will walk the halls of this facility represent our future, and they deserve the best we can give them. We look forward to working with the school district to make this a wonderful and safe facility for many generations to come. Thank you.
try that again. Good morning, everybody! Go Warriors! Thank you all so very much for being here. I am just so happy that this day has finally come. We worked so very hard to pass this bond levy because we knew that our children not only deserve a state-of-the-art facility in which they can learn, but that our communities deserve these state-of-the-art facilities in which they can come in and come out and be part of what we're doing in our buildings, be part of our kids and their education. And this is the biggest economic development to ever happen in the city of Forest Park and the village of Green Hills. So a huge round of applause for that. I'm excited to be here with you today. My children are here. I'm excited that they are here and all of our wonderful students that are here with us because this is for you guys. This is for you girls. So thank you for being here. Thank you to our community for helping us pass this. Thank you to our staff. Thank you to everyone who had a hand in this. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm here to kind of kick it off and get it started and introduce our next speaker. So thank you all for having me. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Megan Construction, Skanska, SHP Leading Design, the entire Winton Woods City School District, and our wonderful students. And now it is my honor, my privilege to introduce to you the Springfield Township trustee, Miss Gwen McFarland.
Again, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let me hear a little more spirit. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am so honored to represent Springfield Township today to participate in this historical groundbreaking ceremony. This school district has continued to embrace the community, the families, and remain transparent throughout this entire process of construction planning. I have to share with you, it's just been a pleasure working with Mr. Smith. Anytime we in Springfield Township has had a question, he's always been available to answer any questions that we may have. Today we exemplify the beginning of providing an innovative and bold future for the students and the families of the students who will be attending the Winton Woods school system. We are so proud to represent and be a part of this whole school system in Springfield Township. I continue to be impressed with the level of excellence with the teachers that are here in providing education for you, your families, and the community. So please, everyone, just give the teachers a huge hand as well. I'm also impressed with the programs that the Winton Woods School has, such as the project-based learning. That creates an atmosphere for not only critical thinking, but a deeper level of thinking. And this program has already demonstrated positive outcomes. So our students will continue to grow and continue their career pathway. There are multiple assets in this plans for the new building. For me, when I reviewed all of the plans, everything was so awesome, but the one thing that stood out to me the most was the comprehensive safety plan that this construction and this new building will have. So again, I want to thank you because that safety plan is one of the most comprehensive and the best plan in the state of Ohio. So give Mr. Smith and all the schools and the teams a big hand. So in closing, I want again to commend Winton Woods School for your continued efforts to strive for excellence in providing a great learning opportunity and environment for the students that we are responsible for. Thank you. This is a fantastic day. Thank you very much. I'm going to turn it over, Mr. Smith. he's kind of like the guiding light, kind of make sure this program is orchestrated, as always, in a sense of excellence. Thank you.
Is it still morning? All right. So good morning. Good morning. So I'm going to try something a little different, and I need to have the older people that have already graduated from school work collectively with me with the younger people. So older people, when I give you the signal, you'll say to all of the students in the audience, these buildings were designed for you. And the response for the younger people will be, these buildings were designed for me. All right? Are you ready? Ready. On three. 1, 2, 3. These buildings were designed for you. Young people, these buildings were designed for me. All right, let's try it one more time. Because this might become like a great video or something. You know? All right, one more time. If you have graduated from high school already, repeat after me after 3. 1, 2, 3. These buildings were designed for you. Young people, these buildings were designed for me. So I'm watching some of my seniors over here, and they're like, well, what about us? You're too old. But thank you anyway. We love you, and we appreciate you. For all of our dignitaries and all of our guests, there are some very, very special people. I remember, is Mr. Pennycuff still here? Did he leave? I remember Mr. Pennycuff when I became the superintendent 5 years ago. He came and he says, Superintendent, I want to take you on a tour of the buildings, and I want you to tell me what you think. And my answer to his question is, what do you think? My answer was, we can do better. And so to everybody in the audience, everybody who gave their love, patience, care, vote, thank you very, very much for passing the bond, because now this is the better. This is the better. And at the end of the day, when these buildings come out of the ground, you are going to be so proud of the work that you put in, the dedication, the care, the love, the commitment. And our students are going to appreciate you for many, many years to come. So this picture, this picturesque moment, what's going to happen? Miss Jackson, where's Drew Jackson? Drew Jackson runs around and takes all these pictures, but she never gets credit for the work. So let's give her a hand, Drew Jackson. And the reason I mentioned Drew's going to make this great catalog of pictures. And these pictures are going to be put into the time capsule of the building. And 20 years, 30 years from now, we'll bring these pictures out and we'll have another big ceremony and we'll look at the pictures and we'll say, wow, I was there. I was there for this momentous occasion. So again, we appreciate everything that you've done. But remember, this is part 1 of part 2. Part 2, November 6th, there's a substitute levy that has to be passed, issue 5, so that we can keep our operational services to make sure that the dream continues to go full circle. So on behalf of the school district and my incredible board, the 5 heartbeats, thank you. Wave to me like you care. Okay, all right. Okay, very good. Thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for everything that you will continue to do. And for my last part, SHP, you are an incredible group of people. We gave them a challenge, and we wanted to make sure that the buildings were designed without moving our kids into swing space. That was hard to do. And for Megan Construction and Moats Engineering, you guys were able to make this happen because we already understand moving our children to swing space is less desirable than the space that you're currently in. So they were able to do it. Our children never had to move into swing space while this construction project is going to go full circle. So for Megan, Moats, and for Skanska, and also SHP, thank you very, very much. We appreciate you. And this is going to be the most incredible opportunity in this particular region. So thank you and have a good day.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Good morning, board. Good morning, dignitaries. We have local and state officials here. My name is Steve Denny. I'm Director of Business Affairs for the district, and I'm thrilled and excited to be able to speak to all of us gathered here together today. I'd also like to thank Ryan Meads. Ryan's with the Ohio Facilities Construction Commission. Thanks for being here, Ryan. We also have township trustees, village council, village leadership, staff, students, community members, families, business partners. We're thankful for each of you, and we wouldn't be here without you. I'd be remiss if I also didn't echo some of the words we've already heard in saying thank you for being able to be here to break ground. Wouldn't have happened had the bond not passed. And that took a level of support from the community that we just can't thank you enough for, so thank you.
Welcome. Yeah.
I'd also like to take a moment and welcome our young people. This is for you. So primary north and south, can I get a shout out from you? All right, my young warriors. How about the elementary school? Are we in the house? All right now. Intermediate school. Upperclassmen showing how it's done. Lead the way. We're proud of all of you. You are future and current warriors. And if you are in kindergarten through third grade, take a look around. It won't look the same, but this is where you'll be in 3 years. So we're excited about that. I'd like to take a moment and just talk about the building for a bit. This is a day that actually has been 15 years in the making. So we're proud to be here. The building we are commemorating today, as near as we can assess as a design team and a district leadership team, is a one-of-a-kind facility. It's one of a kind in the state, and we're starting to believe that it may be one of a kind in the nation, at least at this time. It is an innovative and flexible facility, and it needs to be that way because it has to serve generations to come. The world we live in now is a very different place than the one we grew up in. You could almost even say we live in exponential times. Knowledge in the world and information in the world is growing seemingly without bound. So the question is, what kind of facility for learning do we design and build when the students it will serve need to be prepared for careers that don't actually exist yet? Well, we believe it is this one. It's estimated that over the next 20 years, 40% of the careers that our students will be preparing to fill don't exist now. It's a staggering statistic. What kind of facility for learning do you design and build when the amount of information and knowledge in the world is now doubling every 2.5 years? Well, we believe actually that it's this one. The world our students are growing up in is indeed a different one than the one in which we, say, older or perhaps maybe more seasoned folks, as we could characterize it, grew up in. The world now is far more complex, it's far more interconnected, and it's far more unexpected. And our children will need to be able to thrive and learn and grow in this new and changing environment. That is the reason this building has to be different, is the world and the environment is now different. As you may know, employers now demand employees who can think critically, solve complex problems, create and innovate in the workspace, and then share those ideas with others. This building will be able to support, enhance, and empower these necessary 21st century skills for our students, but also for our staff. It will help us engage and educate our students differently. Many of you may know our district is positioned now and committed to educating children differently. Again, the world's a different place. Traditional education doesn't fit the changing world we live in. And this school facility will reinforce these efforts dramatically. I'd like to take just a moment and share with you some of the design features of this building so you're aware of what we're commemorating today. It has classrooms, or what we call now studios, of various types and sizes that are organized into each small learning community. And these act as a collection of learning spaces to empower teamwork and collaboration for our students and staff. It has dining areas actually distributed around the school instead of concentrated into a large single cafeteria. And this is to add greater flexibility and opportunities for collaboration. It also has small learning communities to make this very large building feel small. Where I'm standing now will actually be part of the building, and it extends all the way that way across the field. It's 205,000 square feet worth of building. It's very large. This building is 120, so it's over double the size of this building, or nearly double the size of this building. The building will also be outfitted with state-of-the-art technology such as building-wide wireless capacity, maker spaces, project labs, video and audio production suites, and Genius Bar-style technology help desks. There are co-working spaces for teams of teachers so that they too can collaborate differently to deliver a different type of education for our students. The building also empowers the arts. Many of you know we're a fine arts district. And we believe in the education of the whole child. This building will have a full-scale auditorium that will double as a gymnasium. It has multiple music venues, rehearsal spaces, and ample art resources with a wide array of artistic media. The building also can support large-scale sporting events in the evenings and also contribute to outdoor learning as classrooms that will be designed for outdoor learning spaces. Finally, this building is tracking for LEED Gold, which is a certification for energy efficiency. What this translates to is less spending on things like utilities, gas, electric, etc., and eventually translates to greater savings for our taxpayers and community members. So up to this point, we've participated since last October in 122 design meetings. Many of you in this audience know that because you've been a part of these. But it involved a wide array of stakeholders because we get one shot at this and we want to make it the best shot we can. We got to get it right. But I also want to thank our students again because since 2012 they participated in developing the vision for this building and also participated in the design process. Our students indeed are our number one client and are also our most precious resource. We appreciate you. So in conclusion, we are very proud to celebrate with you today the beginning of something very special that will serve our families, our students, our staff, our business partners, our community members, our local municipal government for the next half century. And we thank you so much for being with us here today. I'd like to take the opportunity now to invite a representative from Megan Construction. It's Mr. Evans Wankwa.
Good morning. Good morning. I like the energy from the students, so say it again. Good morning. Good morning. I'm Chris Hopper. I'm with Skansky USA Building, and I wanted to go before Evans because he's a tough person to follow. We are Skansky USA and Megan Construction are in charge of the construction management. And Mayor, there's a lot of opportunity for jobs on this job site, so if you want to come drive the bulldozer, I think we can make that happen. So come on out and do that. Skanska's purpose is building what matters, and when you hear these students and you hear we designed this for you, and they say we designed it for them, that's very powerful. And it goes way beyond the bricks and sticks that we're going to be putting together. It's what happens inside afterwards, and I can't think of anything that is more meaningful or matters more than building for the future of these children. So we appreciate being part of it. Thanks to the OFCC. Thank you to the board. Thank you to the district, and congratulations to all of you. Evans.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Evans Wankwa. I'm with Megan Construction Company. I think a couple of words has been fairly prevalent in almost every person that walks up here to talk. And that is excitement and thank you. So I'm excited for a number of reasons. Let me just start by saying that this thing has been in the making for so many years. A lot of planning that goes into this. And I'm excited today because we actually get to start the construction. You know, we're the action people, right?
So we love to build things and we love to see things pop out of the ground, so you can actually see the vision come through and become reality. That's one of my excitement today. And another excitement is because I own a business that is within our district. So as that business, I can just sense the positive ripple effect of a project such as this throughout our community. So this, to me, in my mind, is going to be the rising tide that makes everything just a little better.
That's right.
I'm also excited because we build these buildings for other communities. And it's really excitement that we get to do it for our own, very own community. So that's another thing. So really, on behalf of Megan Construction Company and our partner, Skanska, I'd like to thank the board. I'd like to thank Mr. Smith and Director Danny, OSFC Ramit, and our other partner, SHP, in making this design happen. We want to thank you also say thank you to the community that made this possible and allowed us to be on this journey with you. Journey, I believe, that promises to bring the best and the state-of-the-art educational facility to this community. So another thing that Mr. Smith said was about the levy. So let's close it out. Let's do it again. If you will repeat after me. Better schools.
Better schools.
Come to those.
Come to those.
Who pass the levy.
Who pass the levy.
So let's go do it. Thank you.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
What a beautiful day. What an exciting time in the life of the Winton Woods community. The first session, I kept it professional, but the reality is...
Reality.
That's right.
That's right.
The reality is that this is a very personal project.
Yes, it is.
I grew up riding my bike on these streets. I grew up in the D section. I was in kindergarten when I realized that I wanted to be an architect, right? So here,
That's all right,
you're killing me, Danielle. So here I am, and I'm really thankful to be part of what is happening here. You know, we celebrate today just another milestone in a long, long list of milestones. But the next time we gather on this site, we'll be cutting a ribbon, and we will be celebrating the final milestone. But that celebration is about more than completion of a building. It is about seeing the dream of this community take shape, and the opportunity and the promise that that creates for these beautiful children around us. So to all of you, thank you for letting SHP be a part of the process. We look forward to seeing it come together.
Morning. Good morning. I just want to say, most engineering, my name is Corey St. Clair. We are honored to be part of this project. I mean, a lot of work has gone into getting to where we are today, where we get to move some dirt, and there's a lot more work to come with these guys here. Just want to say that we have an excellent project team and an owners team. It's been an awesome journey over the last year working together, and don't want to hold anybody up from dirt moving, so that's all I have to say. Thank you.
At this time, our band will play the alma mater. Our thanks to the band and the varsity ensemble. Thank you. At this time, Tommy Mays will come up with our closing.
Good morning, y'all. I just want to thank all the stakeholders, the business partners, the staff community for taking time out of their schedule to help celebrate a historical event for Winwood City.
All right now.
We are excited about our new campuses and how it will support our students as we get future ready. At this time, we'll be taking a series of photographs of the groundbreaking event, following the photo opportunities of our 2 school buses, which will transport guests back to the high school. Thank you for supporting the Winwood City Schools, and as always, go Warriors!